Hello, it is me, Pearl from Pearl in the Prayers, and this is Tuned in Tarot, and we are here to look at the balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy inside of self, understanding that whatever state we find this energy in, we can expect to see that reflected back to us in our interactions with others, in our external environment, and if we want to see change, we do need to shift and change the energy within, and hopefully you will be able to do that here with me during these weekly readings. And this is the week ahead reading, so we're taking a look at the week ahead, and it looks interesting. It looks interesting, I'm not gonna lie. We also have some oracles at the end for activities that will be good to self-care activities for the week. We've got color that will be good for you to tap into for the week, and we have a sign or a symbol that you should look out for. And then if you missed Friday's readings, I usually reiterate those week ahead things that came after that. I have a little hair that's like tickling my nose. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it goes away. Okay, let us start with the top of the deck. For the divine and masculine energy, oh, it's just the Ace of Pentacles. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. And for the feminine, what is it? Oh, it's just the Six of Cups. Also, not worried. I'm not also staring at that in the divine masculine headspace either, but we'll get there in a second. Okay. So if we were just going to look at this as a general energy for this week, I would say that this may be a time of reflection upon past relationships or connections. Some kind of a material gesture or an offer coming from somebody from your past. This can also include past lives, though. It doesn't have to be somebody that's from your actual past in this lifetime, but somebody that you've had some kind of a connection with before in another timeline. But I see things growing with the seed planted, and it's something you can hold on to. It's not something that's going to slip through your fingers. I know that this is radiating light, but it's only because I think that it's coming from finally having so much of your inner light and being aware of it and letting it shine. You're finally going to get things on the outside and the external, because the material is represented by the pentacles. You're finally going to get something to reflect back to you the actual worth and effort that you've put in general into your life. So that's hot, and I'm here for it. Loving that for the week ahead. It's fine that there's a Six of Cups and then coming out again, and that we're already in union in this reading, and that's something I feel. We're already in union in some form. And if you're not in union with someone, that means that you're just really in tune with your head and your heart lately. You don't ignore your feelings, and you don't let your thoughts run away with you. And, you listen to your thoughts, and you feel into them, and your thoughts pay attention to whether or not your feelings are on track for where you want to go or not. So you've got a solid foundation there. You've healed a lot of things from your inner child stuff that was going on, that was kind of keeping you in this Rapunzel energy. I literally have not cut my hair since 2021. I literally have Rapunzel hair that I don't even like it anymore. I know that it looks like I have extensions in. I don't. It's mine, and I'm grateful that it's like that. But my sister said that somebody said to her once that her hair was giving religious, and she was like, that's when I cut it. And I'm almost there. I'm almost there for mine right now. This is how long it should be without being in a ponytail. Are we in agreement? I think we're in agreement. Okay. So there has been this hermiting, hiding energy. I'm getting Cancer vibes from the nostalgia vibes of this card and everything, and I'm getting cozy home and safe energy. But it's helped you learn about secure attachment styles. It's helped you feel this more solid foundation. It's helped you. So it's been really good for you to do that, and you're benefiting from it. And I don't see anything bad about this energy. The only shadow I could see here is that there may be this person from your past, this lingering energy that you are still holding on to, because there may still be a naive part of you that still really believes in the princess and the prince and stuff, And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because I don't feel shadow from this card. I feel like, you know, maybe sometimes dreams do come true, and you can kind of hold the space for that and like let that be possible. Remember, it's kids that are having the best time on the planet, not adults. So I feel like being more like a kid might actually benefit you. Seeing all that Six of Cups come up this week and just playing and having fun and like just have a good time, and, you know, maybe do some nostalgic things. I'm getting 80s vibes from the color palette that I chose for my cards today. So do with that what you will, my lovelies. Okay, I really love this energy. So what is the energy that we're carrying in from the past? We're actually going to do double layers today. I didn't plan that. It's just I was just shuffling and I was just having a good old time. So I guess this will be a little bit of a reading, but we'll have a top layer and then we'll clarify it. So what are we carrying in? We got a little bit of the deceit, shadow, cheating, hiding, spying thing here. And then we've got a little bit of the Knight of Wands messiness here. Okay, so you might have some conversations going on behind the scenes with some options that you might feel a little bit passionate for, 5:44 p.m. Or, you know, you're kind of like, I really don't see this as a deceitful energy. I think for some it's like you're kind of exploring. You might be having some third-party energy, but it's not giving me vibes of like being a bad thing. It's like, if this is you, it's like what you want for yourself. You want to be able to experience this a little bit, or you did, because this is in the past placement. And you're bringing the lessons from that with you into the present moment. If this is another person, I'm feeling that it's less about that and more about them really planning and strategizing how to surprise you, and how to, like, in a big way, or how to show up and be really passionate and just show you the passion, because they might be hiding the passionate feelings for you, or they might have been hiding it. And so there's this like planning and strategizing to, like, you know, show up in a big way and kind of captivate you. That's what's being carried in this week. And we're going to clarify that. No, sorry. We're going to do that after. First, we're going to look at the current energy. So the current energy of where we currently are. Okay, interesting. We have the Six of Pentacles, which is a card about reciprocity. It's kind of got beggar energy, breadcrumbing energy, you know, kind of relying on somebody else for support, feeling generous, all kinds of things like that. And that's coming up with the Four of Swords here, with this faith and trust energy, but also grief, loss. It can be just silence, no communication. And there's the feminine here. So my feeling is Divine Feminine figured it out. She woke up one day, and the masculine realizes this, because we see the feminine here at the center. And this is the feminine who's thinking about herself, which is nice, feeling about herself. So what we see here is she woke up one day and she was like, oh, all of this time and energy and effort I'm putting into a person who's not communicating with me is making me feel less than. And I'm not receiving what I desire. So I'm going to remain silent. I'm going to stop talking, communicating, having conversations, reaching out, whatever. I'm going to have faith that if this is meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's meant to be over, I will heal from it. Whatever. And I'm going to pour all of that back into me, because it's time for me to feel like I can just receive now, because I should be able to receive now. It's time for me to do that. And the masculine energy is like, yeah, it's definitely time for the Divine Feminine to finally receive. It's been long enough that we've just been here silent. And then what we can expect this week is a culmination of this energy of pouring time and energy into ourselves, keeping our faith and trust in our emotions, in our connection to the divine, praying. I literally have been doing a novena for 9 days. I think this might be the 8th day. And it has been for being, I prayed one last month that to be open to reciprocity, which has happened for me. So I have this current energy of reciprocity in my life. So just keeping faith. and continuing to do what I'm doing. So that's what's going on in this week. And then this is what we have here, the Fool card, which if you were listening during the shuffle on TikTok, you saw that this came out right when I was singing the lyrics about just blindly taking this leap. And then that's coming out with the Empress. I love it. Okay, I just love it. So this is when somebody is thinking to themselves, this is worth the risk. So if this is in terms of a connection, it means that you are feeling that, you know, this person makes you feel like your most authentic self, makes you feel worshipped, makes you feel like an empress, like just makes you feel like everything, like you're kind of a little bit like lovesick, foolish, like fools in love, head over heels. Like you're like, okay, I'm gonna allow this. If this is in terms of you, who you are in your career, this is like, I'm ready to fully become myself. I know who I am. I know the power that I have if I just leap into the full embodiment of myself. Let me tell you what, I have done this. I don't know if you've noticed. I don't know if you're following my Pearls Prayers account. I keep getting DMs about it. I keep getting comments about it. But people keep saying, I am so glad to see you finally leaping into yourself, into your music, into your persona, like being who you're supposed to be, doing what you're supposed to do. You look amazing. You sound amazing. You are amazing. And I literally see these comments every single day. And I'm posting stuff that I've been working on for years. And I'm finally just letting it. And I hear, like, you've seen me for the last few years on the internets, right? This isn't like I'm not new here. So it's not like I haven't had a platform to be able to post all of the content that I'm sharing with you right now. I just haven't done it. I haven't done it. I've been waiting for the perfect moment. I've been waiting until I could have, like, I don't know. I don't know what I was doing, but I know now that it doesn't really have to be that difficult. I was making it so much harder than it needed to be. And this is the divine masculine energy here, recognizing that it's not as hard as he is making it seem to frickin' express his frickin' emotions. He has them, he feels them, they're brilliant, and he should frickin' express them. And it doesn't have to be perfect. He doesn't have to have like a $700,000 budget behind a social media and marketing campaign to put out a clip of a demo from 4 years ago that didn't turn into a real song. And he doesn't have to have a really finished full song. He just has to be like, hey, I work on this stuff. Do you like what I'm working on? And the people are like, yay! We prefer 15 seconds anyway. We don't have an attention span longer than that. So, frankly, we're glad we didn't have to listen to your whole record. Thank you. You're doing us a favor. Like, okay? So it's that kind of energy. I love this. We're going to get another layer, which is a treat because this is already great. But we're just going to go one layer deeper than this. So we're just going to ask, if this is what's going on this week, what can we expect from this? Oh, it's just the King of Wands and the Hierophant. It's nothing. Don't worry. And that's coming out with this surprise energy and the Knight of Wands here. So what you can expect is what used to be love bombing, deceitful, cheating, hiding, sneaking, spying, waiting, watching, planning, and strategizing. What you can expect to see now is the total opposite thing. This is, I'm not consistent. I can't commit to you. I don't know if, I've got all these other people on the side that I'm talking to just because I'm not sure. This is, bitch, you're my full-time job for the rest of eternity, okay? I don't even care about anyone else. I don't see anyone else. I don't know anyone else. It's you and only you forever and ever. Amen. Will you be my one and only kind of thing? And this is also somebody defying tradition and structure and authority and just being like, I don't care what they say. I don't care how old this person is. I don't care what happened to them before. I don't care how much money they have. I don't care if I don't care anymore. I don't care what they do to me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. All I care about is being my most authentic self, following my heart, being bold, stepping forward, grabbing life by the fucking balls and just going, man. Just going. Okay. So that means you are committed. That means if you have been trying to do something and you've been pussyfooting around and planning and strategizing and just, doing little spurts here and there and being like, yeah, I'm going to start a page and just putting a little effort into it, or doing this and that and the other thing, it is time for you now, friend, to go all in. You need to become who you are meant to be without pause, without hesitation, without reflection. You need to take a bold leap. It takes a king of wands to defy everyone's expectations and all of your limiting beliefs and all of your doubt, because the other thing that the Hierophant is, it is the graduation of this Four of Swords, which is like, please, gods, goddesses, and everything in between, help me. It's please help me to, I know y'all got my back. This is goes from a prayer to I know what is the what. I don't even have to ask, because I know you're going to deliver before I've even had time to formulate the question. This is like going from the computer you have right now in your hand, on your phone, or on your whatever you're watching this on, to the quantum computer. The quantum computer doesn't need to be given input. It literally, like input from the programmer, it predicts the programmer's wishes and starts to already create the program before the programmer has even known what they would want. It's kind of crazy. I don't even fully understand it. I probably didn't even describe it correctly. But that's the idea. Like, damn. Okay. I wish I was your lover. I'd hold you till the day I died. Okay. So, shucks. I wish I was your lover. Okay. We've got here the Hermit and the Chariot in reverse. Uh-oh. Okay. Whoa. Somebody pulled back on the reins all of a sudden. We were going strong for a minute there. For a minute there, I lost myself. I lost myself. Okay, Radiohead fans. That's a big sign of depression. So here's what I see here. 5:55 as I'm saying this. I really think that what's going on in this silence is this energy here, which is this last bit of resistance, this last bit of trying to control. See, Hermit energy is safe. We're protected from outside opinions. It's a great place to go if you're developing an idea for a project, something creative, or you're trying to envision a new life that's a lot different from the one you live. Hermit energy is the place to be, because there's no one there to offer differing opinions, or to feed into your self-doubt, or to create any sense of an insecurity. Like, you're the only one there, and you and your guides and your gods and whatever it is that you believe in, it's just y'all. And it's an ideal place to go, especially if you fear that there's not going to be people out there that are going to be able to reciprocate at your level. So if there's any stalling going on at all right now, it's this last bit of working on releasing the self-doubt you have in regards to being able to navigate a true partnership where there's a fear of a loss of your independence. I think there's still a little bit of a fear of wanting to remain interdependent. It's like you really like communicating with this person. You know you're going to want to talk to them all the time. There's a little bit of a fear there of like, will I lose myself if I allow myself to just go full steam ahead? And the other thing that I must say, because of the Six of Cups energy that came up and that Four of Pentacles, you may be halting the reins back, waiting for communication from somebody that you thought you were going to be moving forward in. And so you might be waiting to fully reciprocate in other areas of your life until you get this conversation that you have been kind of longing for in your hermitude for some time. Okay. But seeing as we already know that this is working out for you to be your best self, I'm not too worried about this energy. I just think that maybe you're going to work through a little bit of that this week, you're going to see like a turnaround in that part of your life, because this is about what to expect. And then finally here with the Empress card and the Fool, which I just can't get over and I'm so excited about, we have, oh my God, the Strength card again. Wow. Look at that. So the Strength with the Three of Swords. So you're strong enough. You're strong enough to handle rejection. You're strong enough. If this doesn't go as planned, if it doesn't work out, you can handle it. You know that you have such a strong sense of self that former heartbreak that you have had in your life doesn't have to get in the way of this blank slate of your future. And you're really, really feeling balanced enough and brave enough to, I just saw 2044 on the clock when I looked to the right. You're strong enough and brave enough to basically go after what it is that you desire. And so then with the person who matched you. So if you, okay, here's a great way to test the partnership you're currently in. If you go through this week and there's a person who steps up and is courageous enough to risk heartbreak with you, and it's not the person that you expected, it's not the one you're holding on to from the past, then you'll know that person from the past is not courageous enough to match your energy. But the person who is courageous enough to match your energy is stepping up this week and putting themselves out there in a big way. They're taking some kind of big risk to match your energy. And, you know, I feel like you make them feel confident to do that. Okay, let's get this card we're going to save for the end. I'll put that here because that was just like a random card. But I got these two cards for each masculine and feminine energy to have a little conversation. And then I have like our sign, our color, our activity, and then that one weird card that I just want to look at before we end. Okay, first let's look at the Divine Feminine. We'll just let her go first. And she's going to tell us King of Wands here, energy. And risk, I shit you not. How did we just went on about the risk, and then here's the freaking risk. I cannot. It's just incredible. Butterfly for transformation, lion for that strength and courage. There's the big cat energy, the confidence. And look it's the headspace of the masculine here, and it's in the feminine's message to us this week. So it's like a very nice balance, and I just can't. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to show you the masculine cards now, and then we're going to get the book and look at each one of these cards. Okay, masculine energy, Nine of Pentacles. Now we saw this today. If you happen to see the reading on TikTok, I posted a reading today. It says urgent 24-hour message. I don't do those. I don't do that. That's a very rare thing for me to do. So if I do that, is meant for whoever saw it was meant to see it. But there was a reversal on the Nine of Pentacles today. And there was a stop sign. And I already shuffled it back into my deck. But there was a stop sign. And it came out with the Emperor card. And it was on the Divine Masculine to stop doing something. To stop, like, sleeping on this reward. Like, sleeping on this, what he really desires or wants to reward himself with. And then we have the action card coming up for him. So if you didn't see that message, it may be important for you to see that. You can hop over to Tuned In Tarot TikTok and check that message out. I think it's probably meant for you. If you're this far into the reading, it's probably meant for you. We're going to read both of these cards. First, let's take a look at Divine Feminine's risk card. Number 11. This isn't the time to be conservative. Now, she literally said to the Divine Masculine, I think my caption was, she really said that you have 24 hours to let me know. If you don't let me know, I'm going in a new direction. The Fool card came out today, so there's either going to be a completely blank slate and there's going to be a new start, fresh new start to an older past connection, or bitch is going in a new direction. That's all I'm saying, okay? Because taking a risk is the key to this situation, Divine Masculine. You may feel vulnerable or overwhelmed, but this is what it takes for you to move forward. If you fail, that's actually a win because you'll gain valuable information as you sift through what you don't want in search of what you do want. Feel free to ask yourself, what's the best thing that could possibly happen? Don't be shy with your imagination. Let your reservations go. Put your brave boots on. I literally had a song, my first song with lyrics that I sang when I was in high school. And the chorus was, put your boots on, Lissy. Don't you know you're in the city? And that is such a sign for me. Take that risk. You are worth every good and lovely thing, and all the right ones are waiting for you. Be the girl who decided to go for it. Take that as you want to take that. But that is what you would say to yourself, to your mind, to your brain. Like, just you freaking do it. And that is what you would say to the person who wants you right now. Like, if you know it's me, if you've seen this Empress and you know who the fuck I am, then step the fuck up into this King of Wands energy. That's like loud and clear here, okay? We've got King of Wands. Let's read that now and be astonished and just astounded at the freaking divine. I can't. I said to my friend the other day, she was like, I pulled out all these cards and, you know, and I just realized when I'm pulling the cards that I have this power. I'm like, yes, we literally are psychic. That doesn't happen for everyone. Like, it's just funny because even we don't believe it half the time. Okay. When I think of the King of Wands, I think of an older, sophisticated, perhaps worldly gentleman who has mastered the balance between being assertive and aggressive. He knows the carrots to dangle in front of a group that will get them energized and excited. He is aware of his voice's power and how to articulate his vision with a sense of drama so that all those within earshot become instantly intrigued. He is debonair, bold, and outspoken, yet at the same time refined and in tune with the room. He knows how to turn on the charisma at just the right time to get what he wants. When you are paid visit by the king, you are directed to call upon your creativity and channel the entrepreneur within. Your situation will benefit from adding some flair, from taking extra steps that show off your expertise. Your time has come to stand up, stake your claim, and be audacious because when you present your talents to the world, the unique skills you bring to the situation, your originality will be rewarded. It is not the size of the lion's roar that demands attention and respect. It is the emotion and vision behind it. Use the lion's energy when you need to create a commanding presence, when you need a little extra burst of courage to get up in front of a crowd. No one needs to tell the lion he is the king of the jungle. He knows it deep within, and when you call upon his spirit, you too will be infused with his power, his grace, his passion for living. Passion, command, authority, royalty, power, and prestige. If you didn't see it on my TikTok, I also have a sound healing that I created. It says, I am God-powered, I am rich, I am safe and protected. And it has an image of the King of Pentacles and something to ward off Malocchio. So if you want to check that out, I highly recommend it. Malocchio is evil eye. For the Italians among us. Okay. The Divine Masculine would say, from the Unlocking the Secret Garden deck, 12. This is what Divine Masculine would say. Not 12, sorry, 15. Action is the key that unlocks inertia. I know. I already know what to do, and I'm just afraid of potential consequences. But it's like Grandma Marie always said, when things go right, you have a good time. And when things go wrong, you have a good story. So I know I need to go out there and let stories happen to me. I don't need to see the end result, the entire path, or even the next stretch of road. I need to see the step in front of me and take it. My heart is already telling me what I'd like to do, and I need to listen to it. One small step towards my passion, supported by my intuition, is enough to make today so awesome that yesterday gets jealous. I love this book. I am so happy that I forgot to bring my oracles when I went to my group event that I did for Halloween. I did a group event for Abby, which was so fun. If you're here, Abby, hello, and I love you. And I forgot oracles, and I was like, I can't do this party without at least one oracle deck, because it's a big part of clarifying my tarot for the people Because normally when I read something and they're like, wow, all those insights, and then I pull the last card and it's like everything she just said. So I really wanted that. And I stopped at this little shop and picked it up, and it's got to be one of my favorite oracle decks ever. It's way up there. And I have a lot of respect for also this MJ Cullinane deck. So let's get this final message about the Nine of Pentacles from the Divine Masculine, who needs to stop sleeping and get up and take action, as we just heard him admit to. Thank fucking God. Okay, hurry up. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles creates an energy that supports some self-care, some relaxation, without worrying about all the things on your to-do list or all the things that could go wrong. And when I see this card come up, I know that it is time to treat myself. This is not to mean going overboard or spending beyond my means. It is just a permission slip to enjoy a moment of basking in refinement. It's going all out and getting the croissant from the authentic French bakery downtown versus defrosting the mass-produced ones from the grocery store. Maybe your treat is getting a new haircut from a professional opposed to the kitchen shears. And please, we have all been there. Oh, I just actually got, if Krista's here, she's told me I can come get a haircut. And I'm on my way to Connecticut soon, so I'm definitely going to do that. When you see this card in a reading, ask yourself how you can splurge a little to make the situation more enjoyable without taking it to an extreme. If you're focused on a relationship, maybe the Nine of Pentacles is a sign that a date night at a fancy restaurant is in order. But resist the urge to empty the bank account for an all-around world tour. Okay, so this person, in order to take action, is starting to get a little bit more realistic. Remember when we had this love bombing shenanigans with the planning and the strategizing and trying to make everything perfect, and just put it out. Just hit post. Okay? If the reason that you're trying to do all the bells and whistles before is because you feel like you're putting lipstick on a pig. And that's not the case. Like, you're putting lipstick on the world's most attractive person who doesn't even need lipstick. Like, stop. Stop. Post it. Post the video. Send the letter. Send the text message. Dial the phone number. Call. Listen. Say who you are. Identify yourself. Speak. But there is this realism that's coming through. It's like, okay, if I'm focused on a relationship, it might be a sign that a date night at a fancy restaurant is in order. But I should resist the urge to empty my bank account for an all-around world tour. In some ways, I feel like this masculine energy is like looking up caterers for a wedding that he hasn't even been able to believe is going to happen because he fears the rejection from this incredible Nine of Pentacles person that he's attached to right now. Cool your jets. If your reading is centered around a career, maybe it's time to splurge on a new outfit that will make you feel more confident in meetings. Sometimes I find the Nine of Pentacles energy doesn't need to bring anything new into my life, but instead creates a comfortable place to just sit on the couch with my kiddo without looking at my phone and simply enjoying her company. The well-fed bear can rest for a season. It is through hibernation that the bear finds renewal. Call on the bear's strong energy when you need to feel at ease with the pace and rhythm of life. Let its presence help you feel comfortable enjoying a break or a small indulgence, as it will promote rejuvenation. The bear is also one of the animals that comes to us during the night as it guides us through the dream world as we sleep. When you accept the bear's help, you will gain confidence. Okay, go watch the frickin' TikTok video after this and tell me that it's not the same energy and that you were not meant to have that 24-hour urgent message if you didn't see it. Because confidence during times of darkness or uncertainty, that is incredibly meaningful to me. So, this divine masculine energy, as seen in the TikTok reading, woke up today and was like, holy shit! I have to stop this. I have to stop this from happening. I have to stop this cycle. I have to stop this addiction. I have to stop this fixation. I have to stop not talking. I have to stop the divine feminine from getting into another connection. I have to stop this, or I have to stop sleeping on this reward. I have to stop indulging myself and not actually giving myself what I truly need. It's like I'm eating a Dorito and what I need is like a Thanksgiving dinner. And I keep trying to satisfy myself with these fucking Doritos, and it's definitely hitting my dopamine, and it's hitting my endorphins, and it's making me not healthy in any way, but like it's not doing it. It's not really making me feel satisfied, and I just keep going back, and I keep going back, and I have to stop. I have to stop. I have to take action. And I have to stop doing that. I need to be bold, and I need to, and I'm doing this with security. I'm trying to just stay safe and cozy and warm, but I cannot spend my entire life in the winter. I can't sleep my whole life long, because when it comes to that last breath, then I'll wake up and I will feel a regret at a level that you can't even comprehend right now. Get told that you have a terminal illness and then tell me that you feel the same the next day about all the time that was precious. Have a child and watch a child grow up. There's nothing like that that will make you appreciate time. Like, it's precious. So wake the fuck up. That's what I'm getting. Wake the fuck up. Now. Or forever. Hold your peace. And forever is a long fucking time. Okay? It's all the time you're aware of. And some you're not. Here is your sign for the week. Yield. This sign, when you see it, will bring you back to this reading. It will bring you back to the lessons here. It's a sign to pay attention to whatever you were thinking at that time. It gives meaning to whatever was going on. Look around you. Yield is about allowing somebody, if you see somebody coming, so if there's no one coming, all you have to do is slow down and be cautious. But if you see someone coming, you need to actually look and observe the speed at which they're coming and determine, can I go in front of them, or do I have to wait for them to catch up to me? So there is something about that. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate that. There is something about that is very important for you right now. Paying attention to your surroundings and yielding. Okay? Let's look at what the book has to say. This is Crystal Banner's Signs of the Time deck. I haven't seen it a lot, and I'm hoping more people pick it up because it's super cute, and the illustrations are just they're timely. They're like what's going on right now. So the yield sign is a reminder that it is necessary to slow down and sometimes even pause temporarily. This card is a message of patience and observation. It is a reminder to take your time and proceed when the coast is clear. The yield sign is clearly visible on this card, but there is heavy foliage surrounding the sign, potentially obstructing the view. And this represents the need to have patience for ongoing situations in your life, since you may not be able to see the big picture. Ha, Luna, is this our conversation coming back to haunt me, or what? Although it can feel the different situations have caused you to wait, the pauses you may be experiencing have not been in vain. Yield signs commonly appear when you're traveling from one place to another. So this message is particularly important when moving into different phases in life, which you're absolutely doing if you are leaping into your Empress energy. This is leaping into your heart and your emotions. So even your person would be doing this, right? They would be leaping, taking the risk to like allow their feelings to lead them, to be led where their feelings would go. Which is what my song said during the shuffle when I was singing with everyone. Okay, so then remember, patience is not a punishment. Timing plays an important role in your current experiences. The extra consideration taken now will ensure you move forward in the most strategic and successful way, which is really what you were hoping for here in the past. So you may have a need for a new perspective. You may need to slow down. You do not force a situation, and divine timing is at play. So when you see the yield sign this week, or any of these issues kind of surface, remember that divine timing is at play. And also, when I'm at a yield sign, I really rely on my intuition also. Like, I rely on all my senses. So remember just to keep all your senses in up and about. Look at this fear card in reverse. I don't even have reversals in this deck. Let anxiety pass through you. One of the reasons I posted that sound healing on my Tuned In Tarot TikTok the I am God powered, I am rich, I am safe and protected is because I did not feel that way this weekend. I had to make an emergency payment on my car, and they told me that even if I made it, that they could possibly still take my car anyway over a 24-hour period. So for 24 hours, I was in a state of anxiety. And it's not even because I would feel terrible about losing the car. It's not just that. It was really more that it's a trigger to my Chiron placement, which is a Taurus in the second house. And things getting taken from me against my will is something that happens frequently in that wound. But I recognized that I was safe and protected even if it was taken from me. And I just had to like pray that all day until I felt better. And I did. And so I put that sound healing out. And I faced the fear that I had. And I was like, no, I will not let this fear make me start to doubt all of the light in my life. To doubt all of the signs of, you're experiencing this too? Oh my God. Yes, it's been bad. But I was like, I will not let this take me back to the place where I made the desperate choices I made to get the car in the first place. The whole reason that I'm in this situation is because of the fear that I was in when I purchased it. If you purchase something in a state of fear, it carries that with it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to either like allow this to just go, or, you know, and ironically, if I do, it kind of puts them in a worse position than me, and it kind of helps me out, I realized, in a weird way. Like, because of this other debt that I have, it's kind of a bizarre situation. I basically gained value from, like, I don't know how to describe it. But I know that, like, as I was going through the conversation with the people on the phone, I was realizing my power. I was like, wait a minute, you're not going to come and get this car because you stand to make far more money on this car if I pay it. So what you're doing right now is being a prick about the timeline. And what you should be doing is giving me 3 months to freeze it for economic forbearance, which happens on loans all the time. And you're telling me, oh, this loan, we can't have more interest billed on it. No shit. You know what banks do when they have, like, that's what they do. They don't just come, like, get this car. And then as I was saying this, the person on the other side of the phone slowly started losing their juice. Like, for them to, they were out, you know, they're like, this is going to happen within 24 hours. And they were all holding all the cards. And I was like, so, you know what's going to happen in 24 hours? I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to be pro from Pearl in the prayers. I'm still going to be able to sing. I'm still going to be able to see my parents, my family, probably still have food. There's 4 fucking cars in my driveway right now because we have 4 fucking cars. So, you know, actually, I think everything's going to be okay. So, am I supposed to be afraid of this? Do you have anything? Because really it seems like what you're calling me to do is try to figure out a way to get your money instead of trying to, like, get it from me so intensely, which is obviously not going to happen. Maybe we can negotiate. That's what you should do. Or you can come get it. Like, dude, it's up to you, man. Right? So I took my power back. And then the anxiety that I felt, as I said before, it was really just recognizing that I didn't want that feeling of having it taken without me saying so. Like, I want to voluntarily surrender it. I want to be like, come and get it. I don't want them to just be like, we're taking it. Like, that was just something that was like gonna trigger me. And I was afraid of the trigger. And the whole day I spent like afraid of this trigger. I'm like, why are you afraid of that? So that's what's meant to happen. Like, so you're gonna spend this whole day like not working and not talking to your friends and not having a good time, and because the off chance that you're gonna have an uncomfortable experience at like 4 p.m. today, which didn't even happen, by the way. Nothing happened. Nothing actually happened. So this is about releasing fear this week and working on feeling protected. I got my evil eye out. I have a sound healing with an evil eye playing today. I took out the King of Pentacles from my Mystic Mondays deck, which matches the evil eye, I realized. And I just focused on feeling secure and feeling good about myself. And oh my God, I'm going to laugh so hard at this. Give me a minute. Okay, I didn't see this card until just now. It's very significant for me. Oh my God. Okay, so this is your self-care activity for the week, but I also pulled this last card. So I'll get to this in 1 second, but I'm just laughing about this for another reason. But this is the card that just came out and it kind of gave me a funny feeling. It's the boundaries card. It was in reverse. Yes, breathe through it. I'm sorry you're going through that too. Let's do a call. We need to do a call. 26. Because the truth about it is, like, those moments, like, those things aren't who we are. They're just like these experiences that we're having. It doesn't define us though. And that was something I had to say. I was like, I know who I am. I know I'm in the right. I know I made those decisions and was taken advantage of. And I know that actually they put themselves in this position. And, like, it's not that serious even. It's also not that serious. It's even happened to me before. And I was fine. I was able to get another car, like, within a few years. So it's not that serious. Okay, 26, boundaries. Look to your boundaries. Secure them. Protecting them is the key to unlocking what's in front of you. You teach people how to love you, treat you, befriend you, do business with you by how you treat yourself. If you don't already have boundaries, get an ally to help you develop them. If you know your worth and have healthy boundaries in place, look to where there might be a hole in your awareness. Has a line been crossed? Is your desire for pleasure or acceptance tempting you to settle for less when you deserve to settle for more? That's a big one. I'm going to read that one to you again. Ready? Ask yourself this question honestly right now. Is your desire for pleasure or your desire for acceptance tempting you to settle for less when you deserve to settle for more? Reevaluate how you are currently respecting yourself and your needs right now, and then invite others to treat you as you treat yourself. I'm just going to leave that there and walk away from that. That was in reverse, so I think that was a very important message. I think some people have completely turned this around in their lives. They no longer allow themselves to be doormats. They no longer allow people to just, treat them in ways that they would never be treating people. I think for some people, they have completely learned about boundaries. For others, I think you are still needing to work on that. There still might be a little bit of an issue there. This final activity for the week, I'm laughing because I'm talking to somebody who's a boxer and showing this person boxing, and it's the freaking build strength. And we've seen the lion, and we've seen the strength card, and we've seen the king of wands, and we've just seen strength and strength and strength and strength and more strength. But the mantra for this card, number 6, and remember, this is your self-care activity. Yoga is one of the best ways to build strength. If you are not into, like, weightlifting or anything like that, yoga is great strength training. The mantra is, I am strong. My body, mind, and spirit are resilient. It is time to move and strengthen your body in a new way. Consider a new fitness class or exercise video, a session with a personal trainer, or any other creative strength-building ideas that come to mind. Remember to not get caught up in your physical appearance. Strength can manifest in the body in many different ways. To maintain focus, think of a goal you'd like to accomplish that requires some additional strength, like hiking a steep trail or running a certain distance. Focus on the outcome you wish to attain instead of how you want your body to look. Most importantly, be sure to celebrate yourself when you reach this goal. Your journal prompt is, what makes you feel strong? I like the third eye here too, because you can also be about strengthening your psychic powers, strengthening your mind, strengthening it. The resilience comes in all forms. And yoga is coming up again. So maybe somebody is, like, needing a kick in the butt to get back into a yoga routine. Confirmation. Love that. All right, everybody. This has been the week ahead reading. It is going to be posted to YouTube in a little bit. I'm going to do that. And then I will be probably doing a reading tomorrow. I usually take Tuesdays off. And if you could please go and send donations and help with my car situation, that would be great. It would be so good if I don't have to negotiate with them and if I can just pay for the car. It would be ideal. And the only way I can do that is if you are booking readings. If you are becoming a member at the Pearls Prayers link, you can see it's near the Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal at the link in my bio, turnedintarot.com. You can also, when you become a member at the $100 level, remember that secures you 1 hourly session per month to be used however you wish. You can use it for reading. You can use it for a gab session about your twin flame experience. You can use it for support in pursuing a passion or in figuring out your mindset and blocks you might have. You can use it for spiritual nourishment, music lessons. It's really up to you. I do have openings left for it right now. I think I said last time I had 6. That should be about how many I still have open. If you're interested in that, please click the link in my profile and join at the $100 level, and I will reach out to you and we will schedule your first session. And you can also give it as a gift too. If you want to give it as a gift sometimes, you can do that too. Anything else? YouTube, make sure you're clicking the live tab as well as the videos tab, because there are lots of videos under the live tab. I have 553 videos on YouTube. Many of them are an hour to 2 hours long. So if you are ever lonely and confused and need a friend, you have hundreds of hours over there to help you feel a little bit better. And I hope that it does help you. And that's why I do so many of these live readings. And I think that's all the announcements I have for now. I'm going to turn over now to TikTok if anybody wants a reading. Thank you so much, YouTube. I will see you later.